We all think we get what it means to help someone, right? But what if we've got the whole thing backwards? We're about to dive into an ancient story with a lesson about helping that is so surprisingly modern, it might just change how you see things. So let me just ask you this straight up. Think back to the last time you helped somebody out. You were the one doing the favor, you were the one giving. But what if, in that moment, you weren't the helper at all? What if you were the one being helped? Okay, so our story kicks off with a man in a real crisis, the prophet Musa. You might know him as Moses. And to really get why he does what he does, you first have to understand the absolute desperation he's in. Now, you gotta understand, Musa isn't on some kind of spiritual quest here. Far from it. He's a fugitive, literally on the run after he accidentally killed a man. He's fled from the Pharaoh, and now he's wandering through the desert, totally alone, exhausted and hungry. He's at rock bottom. And it's not just about being hungry and tired. The real weight, the heavy part, is what's going on inside. He is just crushed by this immense guilt. He's desperate for any way to atone for what he's done, searching for some kind of redemption. So his journey eventually leads him to a well, the source of life out in the desert. And it's right here that he stumbles upon this quiet, everyday scene of injustice. The dynamic is crystal clear from the get-go. You've got this group of men who are completely dominating the well, watering their animals, and then, off to the side, are two women, just standing there, totally unable to get near the water. And Musa, even though he's got his own massive problems, he spots this. He actually walks over to the women and just asks the simple question, "Hey, why are you just waiting over here? Why aren't you watering your flock?" And their answer, man, it says everything. They say the men are ill-natured. It's not just that they're busy. It's that there's a sense of menace. The women feel threatened. They know they can't go near. Something needs to be done. So what does Musa do? Here he is, a fugitive with literally nothing to his name, in the middle of nowhere, and he decides to step in. And just look at how he does it. There's no hesitation, no should I or shouldn't I. He just takes charge of their flock, walks straight up to that well with confidence, waters every last animal for them, and brings the flock right back. Problem solved, just like that. But here, this is the part that changes everything. This is the real kicker. The second he's done, he just turns around and walks away. He doesn't stick around for a thank you. He doesn't ask for payment. He expects absolutely no recognition at all. So why? Why did he just walk away? Well, this action right here reveals this incredibly deep understanding of what the act of helping truly is. His reason for doing it wasn't what we think. He finds a little bit of shade nearby, and you'd think he just collapsed from exhaustion, right? But that's not what he does. The very first thing he does is turn his focus to God. And listen closely to what he says in his prayer. He's not saying, "Hey, look at the great thing I just did." He's not asking for a reward. He's basically saying, "Oh God, I am so desperate for any good you send my way." He saw those women and their problem as a gift, a good thing, sent directly from God to him. This just flips the whole idea of helping on its head, doesn't it? It wasn't about him being the big hero for the women. It was about God giving him a lifeline, a chance to wash away some of that guilt he was carrying, a way to purify his own soul. The help was actually for him. I mean, let's be real. When we help someone, there's often a little part of us, even if it's subconscious, that's waiting for the thank you, right? We expect some appreciation. But this story is teaching us that the real reason for helping is completely internal. It's a chance for our own growth, our own healing. Okay, so that's a powerful story. But what does it mean for us, in our day-to-day lives? How do we take this ancient wisdom and actually use it? The big takeaway here is a complete mindset shift. The next time you see a chance to help, try to see it differently. It isn't you giving away your time or your energy. It's you receiving a precious gift, an opportunity to maybe heal something in yourself, to grow as a person, to clean up your own intentions. It all boils down to this incredible idea. The people who appear in our lives needing help, maybe they were sent there to help us. They are the way we get to work on ourselves. So, the next time an opportunity to help someone pops up, just take a second and ask yourself, who is this really for? The answer might surprise you.